Okay, I just had to make this because this is so cool. I just added something called aliasing to Multiverse's scripting language. Let me go ahead and clear these because that was previous. Okay, so aliasing in any scripting language, or as I know it in Ruby, is basically where you take a function and you, like, let's say somebody else has written some code and you want to modify what their code does without actually changing their code in case you mess up or something. You can alias it, which basically replaces it with your stuff, and then you can optionally call their code back. It's kind of the opposite of a wrapper function. A wrapper function goes around code. An alias can go inside other code. So that's kind of what I've done to Multiverse, and the reason I did this was because clones didn't actually work in this engine for a long time. They work if you cast them because they have their own spell resolution ability. Actually, I have clone and dread return. Clone's on the left over here. Maybe I can make these a little bit bigger. So clone's spell resolution is this, the one that's highlighted. So you get a visual list, you get to choose what you want to clone, then it clones it, and then it puts the new clone onto the battlefield, right? So you can do clones if you cast them, but what if somebody reanimates your clone with something like Dread Return? Well, Dread Return, the bottom stuff is flashback. This is basically what Dread Return does. It only has one effect. It just moves something from graveyard to battlefield, but it doesn't give you a choice of whether you want to clone it or do anything else to it. It just moves it, right? So if you try to reanimate a clone, which is normally a 0/0, it would enter as a clone and die. You wouldn't get anything out of it. So I went through a lot of ways of trying to figure out how to fix this, and aliasing has been really effective, and I'm going to show you how aliasing works by just going in here, I guess. So I'm going to play my test land. I'm going to play Angel of Mercy. It's just a creature, comes into play, gain 3 life. Right? That's all it does, nothing special. Now, here's what happens when you play clone regularly. So you pay for it, you hit pass. The visual list, there's only one creature in play, so obviously there's only one creature down here. I'm going to pick Angel of Mercy, and I got an Angel of Mercy. And I'm just going to destroy my cloned Angel of Mercy, and you'll see that clone shows up in the graveyard as a clone, right? So what used to happen is if I dread return a clone, I would pay the 4, then I'd hit, you know, when it goes to resolve, it would look like nothing happens because clone would enter, then die, right? But actually, if I do it now, what's going to happen, I will show you with the scripting language how aliasing works. So where's clone? Clone's up here. Okay, so here's the alias effect, the alias ability. So what it does is it's kind of like a replacement effect. It looks for an event that it's going to replace. In this case, we're going to replace any effect that tries to return clone to the battlefield from anywhere. So graveyard, hand, library, stack, whatever. Whenever anything tries to move clone to the battlefield, source is clone in this case, then that effect, the one that it's looking for, will be aliased. It will be replaced by these 3, effect 0, 1, and 2. This is something I just finished. There's more features to be added, but you're going to be able to call the original function anywhere. Currently, the original function goes after whatever you put here. So what's going to happen is it's going to see Dread Return, try to return clone to the battlefield. It's going to basically take these 3, copy them, and paste them like this. And that's what and then it'll put the original, it'll put the original zone change that it found on the last slot. But that's basically what it's going to do. And so Dread Return will have these 3 effects plus the original effect that's being aliased. So I'm just going to hit resolve. So normally, actually, let me, no, it's too late now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass. See, as you see, Dread Return's giving me the choice to copy something, in this case Angel of Mercy. So I will clone into the battlefield, I gain life. But let me do just some random creature that does nothing, Watch Wolf. So I'm going to play Watch Wolf and then kill it to send it to the graveyard. And see, if I reanimate Watchwolf, Watchwolf doesn't have an alias ability, so it just comes into play. It doesn't ask me to do anything. But if I do it to the clone, put that in my hand, reanimate the clone again, it's the same dread return, but now the dread return offers me a choice of what I want to clone. And this is just so cool. I had to record it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's going to be more features, like you'll be able to intercept more specific things, like what if you only want it to work when a creature is entering, or what if you only want it to work when they're entering from a specific zone. Well, you can already do that, but it's going to get more specific, so you can look for more specific things. This is just a very rough test that works. And now clones work in Multiverse. Excellent. Yep, that's it.